Lessons in Leadership is proud and pleased once again to be joined by our good friend Michellene Davis, President and CEO, National Medical Fellowships. Check out our website for previous interviews we've done with her. Michellene, I wanted to bring you on with Mary and I this time to talk about this subject. We coach people, we train people, we do a leadership and communication academy and a whole variety of organizations. You know we do this with all kinds of folks. Many people who come on this show who present publicly, I want to share with you the fillers, the qualifiers, like, you don't use those. You pause, you speak with more intentionality, explain to folks, A, why that's so important for a leader, and B, how the heck you've come to this point.
Well, because I have individuals like you in my life, I certainly have great role models to look up to. But in addition to that, you've given us the opportunity to practice. I also deeply believe that just as individuals crave leadership, but don't really love to be managed, right? That they crave communication from their leader. And so if a leader acknowledges the fact that you have such an impact, which means that you have such a responsibility to your team members, that if in fact they're going to be looking at you for everything you're going to be saying, then take your time and be deliberate about understanding the impact that you could be making with your words.
It takes practice though, right? So you are, and again, you grew up in the church, and I often talk about Dr. King as not only, people say, oh, what a great speaker. And I say, no, a great leader who was a great communicator. And that's what allowed him to move people to action. He learned his communication style from his father in the church. Not an accident. The pausing, the letting it sink in, the cadence, the practiced, Michellene?
So a lot of it, I'm certain, has been as a result of practice over time. I will tell you this, my friend, that it is almost as if I am giving a tribute to my father every time I have a chance to be in communication with anyone. And so as a result of that, you are correct. He is always on my shoulder, in my ear. And what I can hear from him is the way in which he loved people through language. He loved people to salvation. He met them where they were, and he was going to love them through whatever issue or challenge that presented itself.
As a religious leader.
And so as a result of that, right, what do I know, right? What did I learn from that? I learned from that you could actually affect individuals in the way in which they feel, not about you, but about themselves as a result of the way in which you communicate with them. Not to them, with them.
One of the greatest quotes from, I believe it was Maya Angelou, who said, people may forget exactly what you said. Michellene knows the rest, but they will never forget how they felt when they heard you say it. So I know how I feel when we're listening to Michellene. Mary, I'm sorry I cut you out this whole thing.
Hey, that's okay. I will sit here and listen all day, every day, and twice on Sunday. So this is great. Thank you again, Michellene, just for your insight and input, and just for being just so great every time you're on.
Thank you always for the opportunity. It is always a pleasure and deeply an honor.
Thanks, my friend. Michellene, Mary, Steve, Lessons in Leadership. Stay with us.